And we're here for another edition of ProBoxing-Fans.com's The Fight Corner. I'm here with Jermaine Perry, and this is Evan Smith. Enjoy this week's episode. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of ProBoxing-Fans.com's The Fight Corner. I'm Evan Smith, and I'm here with Jermaine Perry. And it's fight week. You ready?
I'm ready. Are you excited? I'm pretty excited.
I'm very excited. I'm Pacquiao fan, Mayweather fan, and now I actually wanted to talk about this anyway. Who's the bigger draw and who has the better fights on paper. And Bob Arum kind of did it for us yesterday. He said, there were a bunch of Mayweather posters up at the MGM Grand, and he was not very happy.
Would you be a promoter?
No.
Your fight is coming up,
right?
And you see another fighter's posters all over the building. I would feel disrespected.
Yeah. Now, do you feel that's a Mayweather promotional tactic?
Could be. I really don't know, but Mayweather is the king of Vegas.
Yeah.
It's like his home.
Well, now, Pacquiao took a fight off from Vegas. He went to China for his last fight, Macau, and he did pretty decent there. I think a little under around 500,000 for his last fight, pay-per-view sales. And so he's looking to rebound, get that number back up to that million mark, which is, Mayweather had around a little over 2 million last time.
Yeah.
So that's, usually where he's hovering around when he's fighting the bigger names. Or with Guerrero, he had around 1 million. So who do you think, who do you think is going to be the better fight? Do you like Mayweather or Medina, or do you like Pacquiao Bradley? Who do you like better?
I think it would be a much better fight to watch Pacquiao Bradley. I don't feel like Madonna can compete with Floyd, honestly. But we'll see.
Yeah, I just think there's so much bad blood going into this one with Pacquiao Bradley, the rematch, how it kind of played out last time. So I do like to see that. There's not as much. This one's called The Moment for Floyd, and in the past he's had the One or promotional names. I think there have been better promotional names. I don't really I just feel this isn't one of his top.
And I'm just confused. What is The Moment? What does The Moment signify? It's not like now if it was he was fighting Pacquiao. Then you say, all right, this is the moment. Kind of like everyone's been waiting for.
Yeah, it finally
The Moment.
happened.
What does that? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't like that nickname for this fight.
I agree. And so overall, what do you think about the undercards as a whole? The Bradley Pacquiao card's better, or the Mayweather Medina? I think the Mayweather card has
the bigger names.
I think so on the undercards. Now this week, Rocky Martinez pulled out of the fight due to sickness, so he has a replacement. Usami is replacing him on one of the undercards, and Jesse Vargas is fighting on one of the undercards as well. So he's a pretty big name, but not as big
as Khan and Broner.
Right.
I feel like the Pacquiao undercard is going to be more competitive.
Yeah.
But I feel like the Mayweather undercards, all the big names is expected to
right,
win, and I believe they're big favorites, all of them.
Yeah, but that's what's great about boxing. There's always favorites, but then you never know with the big upset.
In any sport, when you're physically beating somebody, there's always the possibility that the underdog can win.
Right, and the Pacquiao fight. Bradley is technically an underdog in this fight. I just don't think he has enough power to really get the knockout. I said this in last week's episode. But at the same time, there could be another upset, and I wouldn't.
And it's boxing. It's not just about the knockouts.
Right.
You could win on points going to the scorecards, which he did the first time.
Right.
Regardless of how anyone feels about it, he won the fight. So he don't have to get the knockout.
Right.
I think he will get a knockdown.
Yeah.
I do think he'll get a knockdown.
So, do you see a future for Pacquiao? If he wins this fight, let's say decisively, and then Mayweather wins his fight decisively.
This is how I feel about the Mayweather thing. I feel like when he signed that deal
with Showtime,
with the 6 fights, or whatever, he said he would retire after the fights. I feel like as long as Pacquiao keep winning, I feel like that very, very last fight is gonna be the fight. I feel like that's how.
You think so?
I feel like that's how Floyd is setting it up.
It'd be like past their prime, though. Kind of. Lewis and Tyson.
But not really that much. If Floyd keeps himself in good shape, and so does Pacquiao. Yeah. So I feel like it's not like 6 years from now we're going to see that. I believe 1 more year, maybe. I think. Yeah. After this year is.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it works out, but you never know. It's been a couple long years now, and no dice, but. We'll see. You're gonna have to get past the Cold War. You're gonna have to get past everything else, and if those barriers are taken down, maybe we'll see you in the future.
Hopefully.
So that was just about going to do it for this edition of the Fight Corner on ProBoxing-Fans.com. Be sure to tune in next week, and if you want some of our predictions, be sure to tune in to last week's episode where we predicted the fight Pacquiao and Bradley. Hopefully we'll get to see that Mayweather Pacquiao fight in the future. Hopefully they both win. So take it easy, guys. We'll see you next week. Fight it out or something. Fight it out. Oh.